takes me to finish this sentence. The dog is abused somewhere in their home. According to mysanantonio.com, approximately every 10 seconds, a dog is abused or neglected in America. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you how dogs are abused, who is doing the abusing, why people do this, the different kinds of abuse and neglect there are, and why these people need to go to prison. Abuse is known as leaving a pet outside without food, water, shelter, and the proper environment and social needs. Abuse can go even further. This is called intentional abuse, which includes leaving the dog to suffer physical abuse, maiming, torturing, and even killing. These animals are removed, hopefully, and the prosecutors are only fined and let go that same day. Animal neglect, according to ALDF.org, is a failure to provide basic care for the pet, such as food, water, shelter, and bed. Neglect, on the other hand, can be even worse. Neglect includes intentionally doing something to their pet without having them thrive. This examples include too tight of a collar, hair or mange, malnourished, or leaving them in a horrific environment outside. In most cases, the pets are removed, but the people are not prosecuted. Animal abuse is often discovered earlier than domestic abuse in the home. Domestic abuse, animal abuse can go hand in hand. Kids who often witness domestic abuse in their home turn to either animals, cats, or especially dogs. Now that you know how often the dogs are abused and neglected, let me explain to you who is doing the abuse and neglecting. Well, to start out, it's obvious domestic violence and animal abuse go hand in hand. Studies have shown that kids who see violence in the home are known to repeat it outside as well. According to PETA.org, children who abuse animals may be repeating a lesson that is learned at home from their parents. Robert K. Ressler, who is a scientist, explains, murderers very often start out with killing and torturing animals as kids. Studies have also shown that non-aggressive criminals don't go towards killing animals, besides aggressive criminals as well. Too often, animal neglect is viewed as a childhood prank. People say boys will be boys, but it's not the same when you torture animals. From every study that I have read, most of the abusers turn into male murderers, which are males, and they are openly admitted to saying that they killed, abused, or harmed any animals when they were younger as kids. Now that you know who is doing the abusing, why are they doing it? My opinion is because people are disgusting, could care less about anybody else. Examples of why can include retaliating against one of their neighbors that they hate. If they hate someone that is next door and they're trying to get revenge, they usually take it out on their animal. Enhancing one's aggression is also a big reason why animals are tortured and abused. Animal abuse is a sign of strength and toughness, which is sick. According to Rising Phoenix Charitable Fund Foundation.com, people might abuse and neglect animals to feel in control. Ignorant pet owners believe that the best way to control an animal is to get back at them. Hence, if a dog accidentally bites you, they bite them back. This does not include when a dog is attacking you on purpose. Expressing anger through an animal is also very common. This is also known as the living punching bag, which is not okay at all. The common excuse: animals have no feelings and cannot feel pain or sadness. God created humans to be over animals and for us to control them without them feeling it, which we know is not true at all, and abusers definitely need to be punished to the max. Understanding why dogs are abused and neglected is important, but it's also important to know what types of neglect and abuse there are. First, physical. Physical abuse is pretty much self-explanatory, but according to easythings.org, consists of causing bodily harm to the dog. Normal behavior for a dog is to want to seek social approval and want to also play around with other dogs. Usually a dog that's abused and neglected will do the opposite. Will go into a corner, be by themselves, pee in submission when they see someone that they don't like. Well, also, this includes hitting, beating, kicking, burning, shooting, and even worse, killing a dog. This can also include dog fighting, which is known in America very much, and over 100,000 fighters are found yearly, which is pathetic, hurting an innocent dog which is only loyal to you. Psychological abuse, which may include neglectful behaviors, isolating a dog for a long period of time, like keeping them on a chain outside by a fence, is also really bad as well. Frightening them or threatening them to hit them on purpose, like raising your hand and then trying and they duck down, that's also psychological abuse. If a dog is abused, it won't want to interact with other dogs. They are pack animals, so dogs are wanting and seeking approval from other dogs, and usually abused and neglected ones don't want that at all. How is it fair for dog abusers to get away with this, but murderers don't? Now that you know and understand facts about neglect and abuse, let me share with you why I believe that these people should go to prison right away. Why prison? Abuse and animal neglect is no less than abusing a child or a human. Personally, I think people who abuse animals are the lowest of the earth. Hurting something like that has done absolutely nothing wrong to you and is loyal to you is not okay at all. God created both of us, so why can't abusers go to jail like murderers do? We are the animal's voice. Animal abusers should go to jail for 3 reasons, according to nmediavilla.blogspot.com. Safety reasons, to pay for their actions, and to bring justice for the animals and animal lovers. Number 1, safety reasons. If a human is capable of hurting an animal, they are definitely capable of hurting a human when they're older too, so stop it early. Feeling powerful is one of the thoughts that humans need and want for their self. If not corrected, this problem can get only any worse, causing them to feel dominant over smaller things such as animals and children. Pay for their actions. Everything that goes against morals and values is something that can hurt someone should be stopped immediately. It is not fair for abusers to get away with it, but animals that do. This is not okay. Animals suffer, and when they suffer, it is from their own. Dogs are very faithful and never ever should suffer like this. Animal abusers should be arrested in order to provide justice for both animals and animal abusers. Do you like it when your dog gets hurt? No. Well, just love your dog, because if you think about it, thousands of dogs are getting loved in their home while millions are getting neglected, abused, and killed every day. In closing, I hope you're convinced that dog abusers should automatically go to prison, right to prison, for their actions of harming these dogs. By sending them to prison, we are showing that we do not tolerate animal abuse and neglect in America. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Diesel.
Diesel thought it was a good speech. All right, if I could have a couple of you say what you thought Danielle did well.
I don't know if you want to run through the rubric, I guess I'll have to do that. I think at the beginning she had a good hook. By the end of this speech, I heard she had like some kind of quick hook that kind of got me interested. She said like, at the end of the speech, you're going to know how to do this. I could tell she had a passion for the subject. She was very passionate. She offered her opinion. She was strong with her words. I thought it was organized. She had a flow. She asked questions throughout, like they're doing this. Why are they doing this? So she did have that. She provided a conclusion at the end. She had citing sources a few times. I don't know if there were 5, but she did cite sources throughout the speech. Involving the audience, I think that was one thing that maybe she could improve on. Even here it says ask questions during the speech. I think the audience was more just sitting and watching rather than really involved in it. But her delivery, I thought she was confident. She had good posture, good body language. She was enthusiastic, and I think she did a pretty good job. I think if she could involve the audience more, then maybe she could get more out of her speech.
Thank you.
One suggestion, one critique, just speak slower. That's it. Just talk a little bit slower. And I think you would have been perfect. It just was a little bit of rhythm was just a little fast. That's it.
Thank you. That's it.
Anyone else?
Joe took mine.
Sounds good, Joe.
I was going to say the involving the audience part.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Say goodbye, Dee.
Bye.